Let's take a look at 7 different alternate builds that I made from 7 different Lego Star Wars sets. So all of these are my own creations. I only use the pieces that are included in each respective set, so I didn't add any additional pieces. And they are all staying kind of within the theme of Star Wars, and they're all still vehicles within Star Wars, although it's just kind of my different take on each vehicle. Okay, and then what we'll do is, so I'll introduce each of these alternate builds first and kind of show it off a little bit. And if you'd like, you can take a chance to guess what the original builds are for any of these or all of these. And then I will reveal what the original set is after showing off each of the alternate builds. All right, well, let's get started with the upper left-hand corner. I think this one might be a little easier to guess because of the colors included in this set. So this alternate build that I made is a land speeder. I'm calling it a hot rod though. I'm getting kind of a hot rod sense from it. It's this, beautiful bright yellow color. Well, it's yellow in terms of the Lego colors. We've got some dramatic engines in the rear. There's also some blasters in the front here. And it does have that open cockpit area. So that is my alternate build, and the original. Here is our original. The bright yellow, the abundant use of the yellow pieces may have given it away. It's a Naboo starfighter. All right, so that was our original. Okay, next up, this one is an Imperial spy shuttle that I created. I really kind of wanted to capture that profile of those Imperial shuttles, with the little folding wings. And this set included these nice little flag pieces, so I was like, those make nice little folding wings. And then we've got the dramatic antenna in the center with the dome. And then the radar dish for doing some listening. So this is my alternate build. It's an Imperial spy shuttle. Any guesses for what the original set is? Well, let's take a look. Here is the original. So the original was Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator. All right, next up, this one is fun. So this is a truncated Imperial Star Destroyer. So it's truncated because you can see it has sort of a shorter nose to it. Those Star Destroyers have a much kind of longer section towards the front. But I still thought as I was building this that, it's really, this is going to be some kind of Star Destroyer, even if it's like a little bit shortened. And when you look at it in this front perspective, it's really interesting to look at it straight on like that. You can't tell that it's sort of the shorter version from that angle. And then you can from the side. We do have the little binoculars on top and the radar dish, along with quad engines, kind of dramatic engine bank in the back of that vehicle. All right, so what do you think the original build is for this? Hint would be the radar dish and also the use of lots of circular plate pieces. Okay, so the original build was the Millennium Falcon. Very nice, very recent, still currently available mini build set. Okay, this next one, this one is a little different, you guys, for sure. But I'm calling this an Naboo starfighter, or an Imperial starfighter in the style of a Naboo starfighter. And the main reason it feels like that Naboo starfighter is really that front of that nose kind of in front of the vehicle, of the ship. But you can see this is definitely much more menacing. It's got that dark kind of menacing color scheme along with some of the classic Imperial gray accents. We've got a nice little cockpit area here and lots of little turrets. And then sort of some spy radar dishes in the rear of this ship. All right, I guess the hint on this ship might be that little cockpit or the color scheme. All right, any guesses? So that one is an alternate build of the TIE Interceptor, which has that great little radar dish. Okay, this next one. We've got a lot of tan in this build for sure. So this is a Trade Federation vehicle, an armored speeder. Trade Federation armored speeder. It's kind of very, very curved. This one you might be able to guess based upon the included colors, or even based upon the fact that I named it a Trade Federation armored speeder. There's kind of some larger hints going on. We do have these little blasters in the front, dramatic engine in the rear. But yeah, fun little build. Any guesses? Okay, yeah, you probably guessed it. So the original is an AAT. All right, this next alternate build, this is a Rebel starfighter, and it's one that I'm calling the TM starfighter. I suppose I could call it TM wing to make it a little more in the tradition of the Rebel starfighters. And well, the reason for that is we've got this very specific T shape to the build, but then we also have kind of an M shape in the lower part. Dual engines in the rear. Nice little cockpit area that is actually covered a little too. And then we got the little side blasters. Now these plates can move, and so you could configure that part differently if you'd like. I just kind of liked getting that angle for the wings of the vehicle. All right, well, any guesses for the original here? Okay, the original is an A-wing. Got a lot of those nice slope pieces in this A-wing build, and then those large white plates are kind of in the back of the original build. Okay, last but not least, we have one more Imperial ship. So this last one is an Imperial shuttle. It's a short-range shuttle. So we've got the dual engines in the rear. We've got kind of this nice triangular shape to the build here. We've got both the kind of large triangle formed, of the whole body of the ship, and then these little finishing tiles are triangular too. This is the one and only ingot piece. Gives you that kind of cool detailed paneling look. And these dark gray slope pieces make a more dramatic nose. Look at that neat profile from the rear of the ship. This line down the center is also kind of an interesting feature, since There's this X piece included in the set, and so I was like, why not create this really dramatic line down the center using that X piece? All right, well, any guesses for the original set here? All right, it's the Imperial Light Cruiser. Okay, well, that has been a look at these 7 different alternate builds. This is a little bit of a different video format, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And it's just really fun making these alternate builds and sharing them with you. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you make some alternate builds of your own. It's just nice, even if you just have one Lego set, you can build that in so many different ways. That's one of the neat things about Lego. So feel free to comment below.